Hello, everyone. So, has it ever felt like building your home-based business has been a struggle? Like, are you in a spot right now in your marketing business or in your direct sales business where you are like, okay, this is hard. Like, no one told me that building a home-based business would be this hard. They told me that it would be simple. They told me that anyone can do it as long as you are coachable, as long as you're teachable. And I don't know why it seems so hard for me. I'm very successful. I've college educated, college graduate. I have a successful career right now as in corporate America. And I never consider myself dumb or anything like that. I work really hard and I'm ambitious. I am, a hard learner, hard worker. But building a network marketing business has been like the hardest for me. Do you feel that way? If you do, thumbs up this video. I'm doing this for you if you feel like that inside of your home-based business. And so what I want to do is this is going to be kind of inspirational, but not only that, strategic in terms of giving you the practical action steps you need to get to the next level inside of your business. So if you feel like how I just described at the beginning of this video, just know that you are not alone. You're not weird. And we've all been there. I was there, right? As someone who, when I came into this industry, I was someone who, was a licensed attorney in the state of Texas, had graduated from a top 15 law school at the time, University of Texas School of Law. And so when I got started in the home-based business, the reason why I got started was because I realized that I had spent all of this time and all of this money, because law school was not cheap, building a career that really wasn't the right career for me. Like, really wasn't a career that I found fulfilling, that I found satisfying. And so I wanted to start a home-based business doing work that I love because I was in a career that I hated. So it was really important for me to love what I do, but not only that, make the income that would replace an attorney-type income, and be able to have more time freedom. So I got started in the home-based business thinking, and believing, oh, this will be easy. Like, yes, I will have to learn, but I can learn. I passed the bar exam in Texas. How hard could this be? I'm willing to put in the work. Just show me what to do. And so I got started and I struggled for years, 2.5 years in my business. And I'm like, why is this so hard? Like, I don't understand. I would see people hitting the leaderboard inside of my company. I would log into our company back office and see the same names over and over again. I'm like, okay, how are they doing this? And why am I struggling? How am I struggling? Like, I'm going online, I'm searching, I'm learning whatever I can about network marketing, but I'm still struggling. Why is this so hard for me? So what I wanted to do, if that's where you're at, here's my encouragement for you. The reason why this feels so hard, in a lot of cases, harder than anything that you've ever done in your entire life. I just had this conversation with another young lady a couple weeks ago who had a similar background to me, licensed attorney, hate her job, wants to go full-time in home-based business. So I was like, yeah, I totally get you. Like, I understand why you related to my videos because we have the same story. And I said, here's what you have to understand. That, number one, this is different than school. This is different than college. This is maybe different than the current career that you're in right now, in your current job. Because maybe in your job, you had on-the-job training where they showed you step-by-step what you needed to do. Or even in school, when you majored in whatever it is that you majored in, there was a clear path of what to do. There was a clear path of courses, the classes to take, what you needed to do in those classes. There was a clear path. And unfortunately, if you've been around in network marketing and direct sales for a while now, you probably know, like, sometimes the majority of the time, there's not really a clear path of information of, okay, here's the right order and the right steps to build your business. And so you're kind of left scrambling and searching for, okay, how do I do this? And you're looking for all this information. There's tons of information being thrown at you. There are tons of people online on YouTube and on Facebook telling you, to build your business this way or build your business that way. There's so much information being thrown at you, which is probably what you didn't have in college, right? Like, you weren't in a chemistry class, and at the same time on an email list of all these other people who teach chemistry, and you weren't searching for all this information. But in network marketing, direct sales, the path isn't really so clear and so laid out. So that's struggle number one. That's the difference between this industry and maybe where you succeeded before in the past, and why it feels like a struggle, because for the first time ever, like, there maybe hasn't been like a clear path, right? Or there's so much information that being thrown at you and that you are consuming, that you're actively searching for because you haven't had a clear path. So you're like, okay, let me go on YouTube, let me watch all these free videos and let me piece together what people are doing. Oh, let me get on this person's email list and that person's email. So you get like all this stuff, and wasn't what you had thrown at you in your career or in school. So it feels like a struggle, and it is a struggle because you're overloaded, overwhelmed with too much information. You're confused because there's not a clear path for you. And that's how I felt. And it wasn't until I learned the right order of how to build a successful business that things became clear. Clarity happened first. And when I was finally clear, oh, okay, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, this is how this is supposed to look. Oh, this is how this is supposed to work. That once I became clear on the right steps in the right order, this business and building this business became easier, and I became more successful to the tune of being a top 6 salesperson inside of my entire company in 2015. So what's the right order? So let me, a lot of times we get, and I'll tell you this, what the right order is. A lot of times in this industry, network marketing, direct sales, we're kind of in a bubble, and a lot of times, a lot of us who have been successful in other things, or we're coming from different backgrounds. Like I never had a sales or marketing background. I was in law. Okay. So I was in a completely different area. A lot of times when we come into network marketing or direct sales, we kind of forget everything else. Like we don't even look at other businesses. We just all focused on network marketing, direct sales. The danger of that is we don't understand how business really works, right? We don't understand how business really works. So let me give you an example. Let's say, let's take it outside the network marketing industry. Let's say that and I always use this example, and it's so funny. I was talking to a 6-figure, very successful blogger a couple weeks ago. And so she had known me from the company that I'm in, and she had saw me, speak on stage before and everything, and kind of saw my rise to success. And so she was just asking me, we were getting caught up, and she was like, what are you up to? What are you doing now? And so I was just telling her about some of the upcoming things that I'm coming out with and trainings. And I was telling her about there's just such a misinformation about the right order of how to build a business. And I was telling her kind of what I was planning on doing. I gave her this example that I'm getting ready to share with you. And when she heard it, she was like, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense. I have never heard anyone explain this in the way that you've explained it. And it's the perfect example. So let me share this with you. And every time I've shared this with someone, it gives them so much clarity. They're like, okay, I get it now. And when you understand and when you have clarity, you're able to know what moves you need to make and when and how fast you need to do it, and you move faster and accelerate faster. So here's the right order to building a business. Okay, so let me give you this example. This is an example I gave the 6-figure blogger. Let's say that you went to hair school, went to cosmetology school, beauty school, and you graduated. And you have your cosmetology licensing. Your goal is, look, I want to be able to work for myself. I want to be able to build my own business and work for myself. So I want to, open my own hair salon. So let's say that you decide to open up your own hair salon. You found the location, you got your space, and you open the door for the first time to your hair studio, your hair salon. And you're looking at this salon. You're like, wow, I can't believe I've done this. I'm actually, it's real now. I've launched this business. And you're looking around and you realize it's just you in there. There's no other hairstylists and there's no clients. There's no customers. But you're looking around and you're like, well, okay, what would be the first next logical step? And again, even if you haven't succeeded in network marketing, even if you've never succeeded in business before, just put on your logical hat. What would be the next step that you would naturally think? Would it be A, I'm going to now fill this hair salon with clients. I'm going to get butts and seats. Would that be the first logical step? If you just started a hair salon, open a hair salon, and it's empty, would you say, I need clients, I need customers, I need to get butts and seats because it's empty? Or would your next logical thing be, you look around and you say, oh, I need to open up another empty hair salon. Oh, and not only that, I need to call my aunt and call her and ask her if she want to open up another empty hair salon too, like me. Would you do A or B? Comment below, A or B. Would you do A? Would the first logical thing that you would probably think of when you step foot in your first empty salon would be, oh, snap, I need to get customers. I need to get clients. I need to get people in here. Or would it be, I need to open up another location. I need to get find other people who want to open up an empty hair salon. That's B. So comment A or B. most of you are probably going to put A, right? That like, I need people. Because how I'm going to pay this rent or the rent for this office space. I have to get clients coming in. Okay, so here's the problem. In our industry, we're teaching people to go out and recruit first. We're telling people, don't even think about getting customers. Majority of the time, in majority of companies, majority of how people are being taught how to build a network marketing business is to recruit people first. So in my hair salon example, you just graduated from cosmetology school. You open up your first hair salon. It's empty. It's just you in there, and you're staring and you're looking around. The first logical thing that a normal person would think is like, okay, I got to get customers because there's nobody in here and I need money to pay the rent for this space. So first you would get customers. But unfortunately in our industry, there's been so much of an emphasis on recruiting that we don't teach people that a successful, sustainable business is built off of customers first. And that this industry is a lot like franchise and starting a franchise. Like if you wanted to start a McDonald's, what you would do is you would get your, your franchise license and you would open up your McDonald's, but you wouldn't open up a McDonald's and it's empty and then say, I need to open up some more McDonald's. Let me go ask my relatives if they want to open up another empty McDonald's too. You would get customers first. And then when you have your business successful with getting customers, you then now ask someone else, hey, do you have a passion for doing hair and wanting to do it, have your own, hair salon space? And when you find someone who's passionate about the business of what you're doing, you now then show them the ropes and say, okay, well, if you get started, I'll mentor you, I'll coach you, I'll show you what I did to have a successful business. That is the right order. Okay, so what happens when we teach people the wrong order? Here's what happens. When it comes to doing business online, what we typically teach people to do is recruit first. So what happens is they're trying to show someone else how to build a successful business when they haven't built a successful business off of customers first. It makes team building and duplication that much harder because you can't give someone something that's proven if you haven't proven it yet. So I'll give you an example. Let's say the hair salon example. If I had a successful hair salon and it's bringing in successful customers and I'm filled to the brim, like I can't work with any more customers. Like I only have so much hours and time in the day to do hair. But people keep coming to me, right? If I want to start another hair salon, I may have someone else and say, hey, if you're passionate about doing hair, someone just came out of cosmetology school and say, hey, look, I want to open up another hair salon, another location. I'll mentor you and show you what to do. Before I'm ready to do that, I better make sure that I know what I did with my hair salon first and put it in a system, step-by-step format that someone else that's brand new can do. What we're teaching people to do is to go and just, hey, you just started your health and wellness business, go out and recruit other health and wellness people. That's why our businesses and our industry look scammy and schemy to people, especially established people like people in my background in law or people who are lawyers, who are accountants, professional people that you might actually want on your team. This business looks schemy if we come to you and we ask you, hey, what do you do? Well, I find other people who want to be, who want to start a home-based business. Okay, so what do you do? What do you sell? Oh, I don't sell, I just share. And they're like, what? What are you talking about? Like, I don't understand. What do you mean? And it looks schemy and scammy. But when you can say, my business is I help people with X, Y, and Z problem, and I give them and introduce to them this product that helps them with that problem. And now I help build successful businesses. And anyone that has a passion around doing that, helping those people with those problems, I help them get started in their business as well. That looks and sounds more professional, right? So our industry is built off of customers. And that is the way where you can have sustainable success. Distributors a lot of times can be very fickle, right? And a lot of you, if you've been involved in network marketing for a while, a lot of times companies come and go and people go and come with them. And with customers, one of the reasons why I've loved building my business first with customers is they are more sustainable. And not only that, your business looks more legitimate and more professional because people now understand, even someone who's never done network marketing or even someone who's never been in business, they kind of get and they understand, oh, okay, because they get that they're consumers and they buy stuff first and that they're customers of other companies. So when you can now explain your business in terms of the customers that you service and that you market and sell to, that makes sense to the average person. But when you start talking about, oh, well, I recruit and I help find other people it starts looking, in layman's terms, it's just hard for the average person to connect with that. So The right order. Why are you struggling? Why does it feel like a struggle to build your home-based business? It's not that you can't do it. It's not that you can't succeed. It's not that it's not possible for you. It's not that, these people who you see on stage, who you see on the leaderboard are just that much better than you. It's none of that. It's just that in this industry, maybe this is the first time you've ever been a part of something where there wasn't a clear path laid out from you from day one, and you've had to kind of try to figure it out and piecemeal everything together. So what I want this to be an encouragement for you is that there is a clear order. There is a clear path. And when you can understand, oh, okay, the first thing I need to do is master selling my company's products or service, depending on what company you're in. So I need to first master getting sales myself and putting systems in place for that. Now, I teach people how to do it online through, online marketing strategies like Facebook and video marketing and blogging and social media. But having those systems in place of, okay, I know now how to generate customers for this product or service online. And then now once you've mastered that phase in your business, you move on to the next phase, which is now recruiting people who actually want a business in that thing, not just a general abstract, hey, do you want to make money online? Hey, do you want to make money in your own home-based business? But having and recruiting more specifically, this is another thing that we're not teaching people, but recruiting people who already have a passion for the product or service or helping the people with the product or service that you're in. Now you're actually attracting the right people who are already self-motivated and passionate about that product or service. So for example, if you're in travel, I wouldn't just be recruiting any and everybody. I would be looking for people who love to travel, who have a passion for travel, and have a passion for showing and helping other people travel. Those would be the people that I would be recruiting. But now, because you built the business in the right way, in the right order, you can come to them and say, if you join me, I already have an online system. I already have a system for generating travel customers. That when you get plugged in and get partnered with me, I will now show you how I am already getting travel customers. And they will now be able to plug into that. And then now you move into phase 3, which is helping them now duplicate and use those systems so that they can now generate results. And then now phase 4, leadership development, helping them now help other people generate results using that system. So here's a definition I want to leave you with. So that way, after this video, you can take this definition, you can take what I share with you in this video, and you'll know exactly what phase of business you need to be working on. So if you don't have a consistent number of customers coming into your business every single week, like consistently, then you need to be in phase 1 of your business. And then once you have that, move into phase 2 of recruiting. So let me give you this definition of business that I heard that totally made everything make sense to me. And a business is a commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. Let me repeat that. And this is a writer downer. So if you get a pen and a piece of paper and write this down. A business is a commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. Let's break it down. A business is commercial, meaning there's something for sale. It's not a nonprofit, but there is a product or service that is being sold. It's commercial. It is a commercial, profitable enterprise, meaning it is selling that product or service at a profit, meaning you are making more than what you're spending in marketing and selling that product or service. So if your business expenses, with auto ship and with your company's website, let's say it's $200 a month, for you to be in business, it has to be profitable. So you have to be making more than $200 a month for you to have a commercial, profitable enterprise, right? So you're selling a product or service profitably. So a business is a commercial, profitable enterprise that works. Works means there's a system in place for selling that product or service profitably, profitable. A commercial, profitable enterprise that works. A system for selling the product or service profitably. But here's the last part. Without you. So that means a team is now using the system that now sells the product or service profitably. When you have all of those core elements in place, a product or service, commercial, that you're selling profitably, profitable, without you, a system for doing it, and now a team that now runs and uses those systems. You now have a business. You're not in business and don't have a business until you have all 4 of those elements: commercial, profitable, without you, system, team. So that's how you remember it. And the way that you build it in the order is pick your product or service first, which if you're already in a business, you already have a product or service. Pick a product or service first. Master selling that product or service profitably. All right, that's 2. And then 3, get a system for selling that product or service profitably. A system that will sell it consistently. That's what I did. I learned how to use online marketing for my specific business, using videos and blogging to get up to the point where I was bringing in over 20 new customers a month. I hit the top 6 in my company for most sales in 6 consistent consecutive months. And that's how I became a top 6 salesperson, became a rising star in my company, and spoke on stage at 2 of my company events. And I've helped other people hit leaderboards for the first time ever in their network marketing career, ever in their network marketing profession, by using some of those same strategies, but learning and teaching them there's an order to how to do this. So once you have a system, now you're ready to team, to recruit people. And your recruiting will actually be more powerful, more effective. You'll be more attractive because people will want to join someone who actually has a system, like a proven system that works for your specific company, not some generic system that's marketing another system or another company. No. What system do you have if you're in a travel company? Do you already have a system for getting customers consistently? And can you now, when someone joins you, be able to pass that system on to them? So I hope that this helps clear things up for you, give you some clarity on why you may not be getting the results that you want in your business, why things that may seem like a struggle for you, why things have seemed hard. It's not that you can't do this. It's just that no one maybe really gave you a blueprint of here's what you do first, here's what you do second, like they did maybe in school, or like they did maybe on your current job or in your current profession. So once you have those clear-cut steps, you'll know exactly what phase of the business that you need to be in and what phase you need to master first before you go on to the next. You can do this. I believe in you, and I know that if I could do this, if I could go from struggling, failing in this industry, and I had quit this whole entire industry because I didn't think I had what it takes. If I can go from that to being a top 6 salesperson inside of my company, to helping other people who maybe was on the verge of quitting too and start having success for the first time ever, especially online, you can do it too. We are no different than you. We just finally realized and learned the right order for building this business. So knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is even more powerful. So take this information, and the action step that I have for you is for you to figure out and write down and comment below what phase of the business you're in. Are you in the phase of, you know what, I need to pick a product or service that I need to market? Like one, right? One. Especially when you're doing it online. Master one product or service first. Don't make this harder. Don't try to market a bunch of different products. Pick one and let's get a system going for consistently selling that one. So if that's you, if you know, I haven't even picked the product or service yet, pick it. That's your phase. That's your action step for this video. Or if you already have a product or service that you really, really love, that you've been trying to push on Facebook, or maybe you're making posts about it or videos about it, but you haven't had that much of a response, then we need to work on getting a profitable system for selling that product or service that you have already picked. So we need to now, you're in phase 2. So that means that you need to focus on phase 2. Let me now learn how to market that product or service successfully online consistently so I can get up to 5 new customers a week. And if you haven't yet, I have a free training that shows exactly what I did with videos to, bring in 5 new sales a week inside of my business. You can go to recruitrepsonline.com to learn and implement that in your business, no matter what company you're promoting. If you are having consistent sales, right, in terms of getting new customers, then you're now ready for phase 3, which is now getting recruits, right? Recruiting your team members. And really there's some things that you need to have in place first before you do that. You need to have your systems in place. What are you doing? How are you doing it to get the customers? You need to have that written down so that now you can teach that to people that are getting ready to join you. And you need to now master recruiting, how to get consistent recruits every single week inside of your business, and leveraging the success that you've had with getting customers and sharing that online. So you're in phase 3. But if you are now consistently getting recruits and you're struggling with the duplication and building leaders, you're in phase 4. So the key is really first figuring out, okay, I'm struggling, but what specific area am I struggling in? And what is the next action step for that stage that I'm in? So that is my video for today. Didn't want to go on here too long. I don't know how long this has been, but really you can do this, get clear, figure out what you're struggling in, what area you're struggling in, and also know it's harder because things haven't been as clear. But now, hopefully, after watching this video, you have become more clear. So if this has been helpful to you, if you've gotten a lot of value, click like. Also, there should be a button on here about getting notified when I go live. So that way, when my next video comes, Facebook will notify you. So click that get notified button. Also, if you know anybody in network marketing, so someone in your company, or maybe a friend or family member who's in network marketing that you think will get a lot of value or have gotten a lot of value from what I shared, go ahead and click share and share this video with them, so they can get this information. Let 2017 be your breakout year like 2015 was for me. All right? You can do this. I believe in you. Have a fantastic day. And don't forget to live fabulous and free.